Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Cindy and I help people simplify everything so that they can have more freedom, more adventure and more time to live a meaningful life that they really enjoy. So in today's video, I want to talk to you about giving up the good so you can have the great. So it's something that I learned many years ago from reading a book called The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity by Catherine Ponder, was that the universe abhors a vacuum. So if we just remove all of the fancy new age words from that, basically what she's saying is that if there isn't a hole, it can't be filled. So if you're holding on to something, even if it's really not that good for you anymore, even if you're really not that, into it, if you're not enjoying it that much, then you've got no room for what you really want. If you're holding on to what's good, you won't have room to bring in what's great. Now, let me give you a real life example from my life. Many years ago, I was working in a cut price shoe store. So at that time I just finished studying to be a personal trainer, and I was working part-time in the shoe store and part-time as a personal trainer. And my heart was with the personal training. I just wanted to train people. But if I didn't work in the shoe shop, then I wouldn't have the money for all the nice fancy clothes that went with being a personal trainer and the fancy shoes and, all the things that young girls like. So I was working in this shoe shop, and look, I'll be honest with you, I was not enjoying a single moment of it. They were cheap shoes and I was getting cheap customers. We'd have shoes for $10 and people would walk into the store and ask me if I could give them more of a discount. It's like the shoes are already half price, come on. So yeah, not a lot of enjoyment on my part. Anyway, I had an altercation with the manager and she gave me a written warning for something, and I can't even remember what it was, but I remember that it was unjustified. If I had done something wrong, then fine, give me the written warning and I'll sort myself out. But I remember that it was something really petty. And it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. I went home and I thought, I've got a choice right now. I can either accept this and allow her basically to just be as petty as she likes and make my life as miserable as possible, or I can make the decision that I'm going to move forward. I'm going to let go of this job that is good because it gives me money, but it's stopping me from actually living my dream, which is being a personal trainer. So I checked my budget, because you still have to be responsible when you do these things. So I checked my budget and I could still afford all of my bills. I could afford to eat, I could afford to get wherever I had to go. I just wouldn't be able to buy all the fancy clothes and the trimmings that I would have liked. But I thought that is okay. I'm happy and willing to sacrifice that while I pursue what I really want. So I wrote my letter of resignation and I handed it in to my manager the next day, and I was all like, oh my god, am I doing the right thing? Because it's scary to take these chances. To let things go is not an easy thing to do, but I did it. And I tell you, within an hour of doing that, there was a message on my phone from the lady who ran the personal training studio that I was working part-time at, telling me that one of her trainers had resigned and did I want her clients. So within just that one decision, I made room. I created a vacuum, and then the universe came in and filled it. And then I was making more money than I was making at that shoe shop. I was doing what I really loved doing, and I had growth. I had growth in my life. From there, I just moved into better studios, and then I became a Pilates teacher, and then I opened my own studio. But each time I had to give something up in order to create space for the good things to come. So take a look at your life, particularly as we're coming to the end of the year, and see where you're holding on to things that may be good, but that you want to be better. Check your budget if that's a work thing. Make sure that you can afford to give that up before you do. Be responsible in the decisions that you make. You might have clothes in your wardrobe from 10 years ago and you want some new clothes. Well, get rid of that old stuff. Release it. Let it go. You may be in a relationship that has been holding you back for a long time, and you know it's not good for you anymore, but you're clinging on to it because of, I don't know, fear or not wanting to be lonely, or sometimes it's just habit that keeps us in relationships that aren't good for us. Let it go. Allow yourself to trust. Create that vacuum in your life so that what is good for you now can be filled with something that is greater. You cannot move on and grow if you're holding on to stuff. So make a plan. Make a responsible plan. Don't put yourself and other people in danger by letting things go too quickly and without a good plan. Make a plan. Have a look at where your life could be better. Have a look at the dreams that you're holding, and is there somewhere that you can make room for those dreams? Is there somewhere that you can, something that you can let go of so that you've got a vacuum for the universe to fill? So that's where I'm going to leave you today. I hope this has inspired you to make some room for the great things in life. Life is meant to be lived and enjoyed. It's not meant to be settled for. It's not meant to be, oh, that's good enough. Have the courage to live the life of your dreams. Simplify by letting go of things that aren't really serving you anymore. So if you enjoyed this tip and you'd like more advice like this, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take it easy.